What is up, guys? It is Rice, back with another war recap from 1001 Templars in their CWL Rising Season 4 journey. This week, taking a close loss to Assam Autobots that really did come down to the wire. Not entirely reflected in the score there, but if you look closer, you'll see that we beat them on percent, and we left a couple of their 11s with only 1 star on them, even after a couple of 11v11 attempts. So if we had just gone for the safe 2 stars, we would have pulled out the victory on percent. But the problem with that is that this war really came down to the wire, down to the very end. They did a good job of holding their final attack so that we really didn't know what their maximum star count would have been. So in the end, we felt that we had to go for the 11v11s because we really didn't know how many stars we would need. They had a couple of Town Hall 11 attacks that they saved for the end there. And yeah, it just kind of came down to 2 things. One thing was those end game mind games, end war mind games, I guess. Yeah, well done by them, really making us second guess ourselves and go for the riskier option. But also, the only reason we ended up in that situation was because of our dreadful 10v11 hit rate. As you can see there, we went 1 for 9. Shout out to Stronghold with the only successful 10v11 hit on our side this war. They also had a pretty bad 10v11 hit rate, so just overall not great there, but both sides made up for it with 10v10s. We went 3 out of 9, 3 out of 11 on their side, so really entertaining war from the Town Hall 10v10 standpoint, and Town Hall 9s doing their job, both sides hitting at above 60%, not a problem there. If we just quickly scroll down our side, you'll see up at the top there are those 11v11 attempts, Batman with the dip 6, so great job to him. Darlington coming very close on a 10v10, 97% there. Stronghold, the 10v11, definitely going to take a look at that. GWP with a 10v10. And then here's our 10v11 struggles. We're just going to fast forward a bit through that. Chupacabra on Mini Nico with a 10v10 6-pack. Huge shout out to him. Just kind of doing what he does. And then down to our 9s. Going to breeze through Sean with a 6-pack. Primetime with a 6-pack. Perry with a 6. There is Carter 16 with a 6-pack. Not our old Carter, but actually a new Carter. Good job to him on the 6. There's Wartorn with a 6. Carter on Keterid 3 with a 6. And that's old Carter, that is. And yeah, that'll do it for our 9s. So well done to the 9s. Decent to the 10s on 10v10. 10v11 is really what cost us this war. But anyways, no more talking from me. We're going to go ahead and look at some replays now. First up on the replay list, we have Stronghold with his Town Hall 10v11 attempt. The only successful one of the war, as we know. So let's see what he does. He is going to start off up at the top there at 12 o'clock with a balloon and a baby dragon. He's going to do the same thing over at 3 o'clock. Balloon, baby dragon. Just getting the funnel set, taking out some defenses. Puts a bowler up there, or over there at 3 with the baby dragon. Just to help speed it along, get some nice bounces in there. And he's going to go ahead, start with the first golem. And then the second golem up at the top as well after the funnel's been set. Bowlers behind as per usual. Jump spell in the middle. No rages on the sides there. Just sort of letting them work. Not a ton of defenses over there, I guess, so his golems didn't get shredded. And he's going to go ahead and drop the rages in the middle here. Just covering that entire area of the base. Carpeting it with 2 rage spells. Takes out the CC with a poison spell. Final rage spell with the heal down in the middle there. Great funnel on both sides. Everything's in the middle there. Yeah, it doesn't have a jump spell to get into the center for the Town Hall, but that's not going to be a problem because Queen can reach it. Even though that single Inferno is up, he has the Queen ability. He's going to use it there, make sure he gets the Town Hall taken out, and now his attack is going to trickle out. He's going to get a bit more percentage, and that'll do it. Great job to Stronghold for with this attack. Yeah, got a good funnel on both sides, made sure everything made it to the middle, and got the Town Hall very nicely done. And next, we're going to look at GWP's 10v10 attack, and I'm going to actually take this moment to shout out GWP for his help this week. I was actually on vacation when this war finished, so I was not actually able to get the replays myself, but then GWP offered to help out. He recorded all of these replays. Huge shout out to GWP. Thanks for the help there, and also he's going to hate me for this, but I just want to shout him out for being a great attacker too. He's also he's one of the most humble people I know. So yeah, I don't think he was expecting this, and I don't think he's going to like it either. But yeah, he's a great attacker, as we're going to see here. Going in with that new strategy, the Falcon, getting the funnel set on both sides. One side with the Queen Walk, other side with the King and the Bowlers before he sends the Valks up the gut. Couple of rage spells down already, one for the Queen Walk and one for his core shot with the Bowlers and Valks getting right through those walls. Yeah, heal spell down there as well. A couple of poisons to take out the CC. And yeah, GWP was joking about this earlier, but he's not wrong. This isn't a very easy attack to commentate over. Just kind of send your Valks in, and that's about it. So yeah, that's the reason I don't record. I don't feature witch hits, is because I really don't know what to say when they're going on. It's like, all right, and the witches are going down the sides, and that's about it. But as for this attack, his healers have switched over to the Bowlers, going to keep them nice and healthy. Trickled in his Hogs already for those back-end Teslas. They're going to get some more value sniping these defenses like the air defense, the mortar, while the rest of his troops kind of work on everything else. Yeah, that's about that. If I ever show Falcons in the future, I'm probably just going to 4 times them all the way through. But GWP helping me out there with the double speed for this part of the attack. Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's a good attack. Very strong, as we all know. Taking over Town Hall 10v10s everywhere. But just not much to say while it's going on. As his attack sort of finishes up here. Got the healers on the Bowlers. They're not going to die anytime soon. Pops that Queen ability, and he's just going to finish off on these final few buildings. Getting the 3-star. Well done to GWP. Thanks again for the help recording all of these replays this week. As we jump into the next one, which is the first of Chupacabra's 2 10v10 triples. We know he likes Sui Lalo, but this time he is going in with a, I guess, cold-blooded Gobo Lalo, just because, as you'll see in a moment, but this base was running a damage CC, so he couldn't really Sui Lalo it, even though the pathing was nice for that. So he decided to just invest a little bit more, throw some Bowlers in there, throw in a Golem, and just kind of make a deeper push into the base, which is going to work out really nicely for him. As you can see there, starting off the Golem, he pops that Tesla on the outside. Golem's going to walk up there a little bit, but he's got his heroes down, his Bowlers behind. He's going to drop the jump spell into the base, as he's already wall broken that first layer, and that's actually a really nicely placed jump spell because it gives access to the Inferno compartment as well as everything else. He's going to pull the CC, poison spell down, that covers both the CC and the enemy queen, and I think even the king, so just tremendous value from that poison spell. Didn't need a rage or anything, I don't remember if he dropped a rage, he might have, but anyways, his queen is going to hop over that wall now, and she's going to take out the single Inferno. Pops the ability on her as he's going along with the rest of the Lalo. A couple of haste spells down. First Hound pops, second Hound is going to go ahead into the next air defense. None of these Infernos are close to the air defenses, so the Hounds survive a very long time. Max Loons in the CC, not actually a Hound. If you saw there, he's just going to haste those Max Loons right into that sort of exterior air defense, and now all of his loons just kind of avoid that one air defense. You can see his Hound is still sitting on it. It's been there for like half a minute already, but no loons are going to go up there. It's going to come down to all those pups and the minions, and they're going to take it out with their last breath pretty much. Heal for this back end with the 2 wizard towers, and he's going to haste his balloons through there. He gets a nice split, going to take out sort of everything at once here, and he has his pups and his minions working on cleanup as he goes. So yeah, didn't forget any buildings, just kind of sweeping up the whole base all at once. Great job to Chupacabra. Good base identification, good plan with the Golem and Bowlers. Got a lot of value there, and that really allowed an easy-ish Lalo. I guess no Town Hall 10 attack is really extremely easy, but Chupa makes it look easy, as always, as we look at his second attack, which was more of a traditional Sui Lalo. Gonna go ahead, start with, what does he start with? I think he starts with his heroes. I guess naturally in a Sui Lalo you would start with your heroes, doing the Sui portion of that. I'm gonna go ahead with a couple of wizards just to set the funnel nicely before he drops his king on that spell factory. Just sort of clearing the way. He's gonna hold off on his queen, not gonna drop her yet, just because when all these buildings are up on the outside, Queen tends to like run after them and not go where she's supposed to. Trickles in his wall breakers one at a time. Yeah, you could afford to do that since everything was being tanked by the king, just making sure he doesn't break any wrong walls or get hit by a surprise bomb or anything. Queen, a little bit of a scary moment there as she targets that elixir pump before going into the wall broken segment to take out that air defense. He's going to pop the Queen ability early when he encounters the enemy king. Yeah, nicely done there. There's no point in letting your Queen get low because you know she's going to have to pop the ability to take out the king anyways. May as well just keep her full health, pop the ability early. And now she is targeting the Hound, but that cannon is going to take her out before she gets that done, just before the loons take out the cannon. So, yeah, some nice timing there to make sure the Hound doesn't pop. Rage Skelly for the Queen. Both of his Hounds pop at the exact same time there. That was pretty cool to see. More balloons coming in, reinforcing from around 12 o'clock. He's got a huge pack of balloons just kind of moving slowly through the base. Still has some haste spells. He's going to lead his loons in with one there. They actually kind of avoid it, so he's going to drop his second and just speed everything through into this back end. Dropping the heal spell, making sure all of the loons get healed up before they encounter this final wizard tower, which he hastes into. And yeah, the heal spell covered both those wizard towers in the end, so nice spell placement there. Finishing up again, plenty of loons. Some air skellies being a bit pesky there. Don't see air skellies very often anymore, but not going to be a problem in this raid anyways, as he doesn't have much cleanup anymore. The Hound eventually did pop and took out a bunch of his cleanup, but he is going to finish up with just enough to get the job done. Yeah, those air skellies actually being quite annoying there, taking out the rest of his minions, and it's basically just this one archer and the one balloon left over to finish the base off. Clutch archer, I don't know if those skellies would have ended the raid on a 99% or something if there was no archer to take them out, but regardless, gets the job done. Great job to Chupacabra this war. And that concludes all of our 10v10 action, so we're going to hop into the Town Hall 9 stuff now. Starting off with Primetime, going in with a, this is a Go Hobo, a Shattered Hobo, but there's no Rage spell, which I really like. Personally, I think at Town Hall 9, you don't really need the Rage spell on your bowlers. They just do so much work on their own. I mean, I guess it does kind of depend on where you put them, but for the most part, I think you can get all the value you need without the Rage, just because those golems usually do last a while. Your king lasts a while. The Rage is better used as a heal instead, which Primetime does here. But anyways, getting tons of value on his entry, takes out the Hound CC, was a fresh hit, so he didn't know it was there. But not going to be a problem. Takes out both the heroes and the bomb tower before he starts in his hogs. As you can see, I already took out a couple of like corner troll Teslas with his hogs at the very beginning, so that works out nicely. And drops that first heal spell on that wizard tower area. Gonna drop his second heal spell on the next wizard tower area. And as you can see there, a couple more Teslas pop, and they're all in the corners, so a pretty trolly base here. Yeah, not much more to be said there, but Primetime crushes it anyways. Look at that, tons of hogs left up, and doesn't even need the final heal. He's going to drop it anyways, but I consider that swag, as his hogs sort of finish off those defenses, and they're going to run off to the corners to all those troll Teslas. Honestly, if he had had a Tesla farm, Primetime would have needed that final heal, but with these exterior Teslas, all four of them, is just kind of a nuisance. Yeah, either way you slice it, the base was crushed, so great job to Primetime there. Nice fresh hit triple. And for the final attack of this recap, we have Andrew, who is one of our newer members as well. He and Carter16 joined us at around the same time, and both of them had some great wars, so shout out to them both here. As we have a Queen Ho, actually, so I don't think we have any Queen Ho hitters, or I don't think we had any before Andrew joined, so pretty cool to see some variation here. He's going to lure the CC, which ends up being a Lava Hound, so yeah, good idea to lure it there. Otherwise, he might have had like his queen on the Lava Hound where enemy queen was on his queen, and that's never a situation you want to find yourself in. So good call to lure the CC first. Even though it slows down his queen charge, not really going to be a problem. Poison spell on all those pups, going to get that first layer wall break done successfully. King and some wizards down the side, as queen has nowhere else to go but into the base. So yeah, nicely done there. Going to go ahead and start with his second layer wall break. With the rage spell, he's going to take out queen, but then his queen is going to run around just before the wall is opened up. So he ends up getting a look at that triple layer wall break. But his queen decides that she doesn't want anything to do with that. Not fair play enough for his queen, so she's going to leave. But that's not going to be a problem. He's going to improvise, send in all of his hogs with those max hogs out of the CC. First heal spell over that giant bomb. And yeah, he only brought one rage for the queen. So there wasn't anything more he needed from the queen charge, I suppose. No point just babying her while the rest of his attack needs to get going. He's going to drop that second heal over the wizard towers, and his hogs kind of split into two groups. But he decides not to heal them both at the same time, just choosing to keep his big pack of hogs nice and healthy, since those max hogs are in there as well, and those are pretty important to his attack. Yeah, max hogs, very strong at Town Hall 9. As he uses his final heal, going to finish off the remainder of the defenses. Trips a bomb at the very end, but all of his hogs were full health, so that's not going to be an issue. Queen is tanking the Expo as his hogs run over to finish that off. Got the corner huts taken care of, and that's a wrap for this base. Another nice hog split, or another hog split, I don't know. The first one was probably less than ideal, but this one is for the better as it helps us clean up, and that wraps up his attack, and that wraps up all the replays for this war. Here are the war match stats again for any of you who would like to take a second look. Yeah, just one more plug for the clan. As my frequent viewers know, we are recruiting. Here's our flyer once again. We are looking specifically for 9s and 10s. Don't really need any 11s at the moment, but we are also taking in any experienced base builders. So if you consider yourself a good base builder, we would love to have you. Yeah, Town Hall 9s, Town Hall 10s, and base builders of any level is what we're looking for. There's our Discord link on the flyer. Go ahead, stop by, even if it's just to say hello, just to hang out on our server. We would love to have you. So, with that being said, hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching, and I've been Rice. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys for the next one.